What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here. Got some breaking news as I was checking my email inbox. Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, obviously, with an official press release. Cardinals hire Joe McEwing as bench coach. Holliday resigns post. Matt Holliday will not be the Cardinals bench coach. It'll be Joe McEwing. Also, Packy Elkins responsible for additional roles, and Daniel Nicolaisen added to Major League staff. So to me, this is a pretty big shocker. Matt Holliday accepted the bench coach job. He's 42 years old. I'll read from the press release more at the bottom. Holliday, 42, who was hired by the Cardinals as the bench coach on November 6th, 2022. So he's basically been the bench coach for a little over 2 months, but obviously hasn't coached in any Major League Baseball games. It is the offseason. After serving as the volunteer coach for Oklahoma State University, has resigned from his post. Daniel Nicolaisen will be added to the Major League staff as the third hitting coach. Packy Elkins will be responsible for game day duties, planning for both hitting and pitching. So Joe McEwing is now going to be Oli Marmol's bench coach. Remember that Skip Schumacher was the bench coach last year. He left to take the managerial job with the Miami Marlins. But this is a pretty big shocker. You have the winter warm-up coming up this weekend, where I'm sure the Cardinals brass will discuss what happened. Now, we have Matt Holliday on our radio show, Hot Take Central, on 590 The Fan, from 7 to 10, Monday through Friday. Matt Holliday usually comes on our show every Monday for the last year or so. And I know he told us that he debated with his family because he's got some young kids growing up. Obviously, his son Jackson was the #1 pick in the Major League Baseball draft to the Baltimore Orioles this past year. But he has another son, Ethan, who's in high school, and some younger kids. So nobody really knows what's going on here. At least it hasn't been reported. I know Matt Holliday on our show, when asked about getting back into the big leagues and the everyday grind of 162 games, the fact that he has kids, they live in Stillwater, Oklahoma. He coaches for Oklahoma State. He's got his brother as the head coach there. So yeah, I don't even really want to speculate. You just wonder if he thought about being away from his family in St. Louis and the rest of his kids back in Stillwater, and if he just changed his mind. But I don't really know. So nobody knows what happened besides Matt Holliday and the Cardinals. And I'm guessing we'll get some more information at winter warm-up coming up this weekend. And if Matt Holliday comes on our show, we're not going to have a show on Monday when he usually comes on, but I'm guessing eventually over the next week or two, he will let people know why he resigned as the Cardinals hitting coach, Cardinals bench coach. But this is pretty big news. The email just came down at 11:11 in my email inbox that Joe McEwing will be the Cardinals bench coach for Oli Marmol, and Matt Holliday has resigned as the Cardinals bench coach after holding the job for over 2 months, but obviously not being on the bench for any big league games this offseason. So hopefully we know more, but just wanted to let you guys know what I know, and it's basically just from this press release. And like I said, I really don't want to speculate too much. I consider Matt Holliday, he's a friend of the show, and I've had the pleasure of covering him since 2009 when he came to the Cardinals via that trade from the Oakland A's. So I'm guessing we'll hear from Matt Holliday, and we'll see if it was because of just not wanting to move away from family in Stillwater, Oklahoma, or if it is something else. And like I said, I know I just kind of speculated there, but I really don't want to speculate because we don't know exactly what the reason is. But Matt Holliday has resigned as Cardinals bench coach, and Joe McEwing will take over that role. And of course, I think people know about Joe McEwing and his history with the Cardinals. Mets, Royals, what else here? I was not around when McEwing was playing for the Cardinals, obviously. Cardinals draft pick, 28th round in 1992, and made his Major League debut with the Cards in 98. Played 2 seasons before a trade sent him to the Mets for Jesse Orosco. How about that name? And Joe McEwing placed 5th in the National League Rookie of the Year voting back in 1999. But Joe McEwing, who's 50 years old, I'm just reading from the press release from the Cardinals, but he's been coaching in the White Sox organization for the last 15 years, most recently as the third base coach for the Chicago White Sox from 2021 to 2022, also serving as the bench coach from 2017 to 2020 under manager Rick Renteria. That's Joe McEwing. What do they call him? Mini Mac? Little Mac? I can't remember. I know it was some type of nickname like that. I'm sorry, I wasn't living in St. Louis at the time. You guys probably know about Joe McEwing better than I do. But I'll wrap this up. Just a quick little video. Joe McEwing, the new Cardinals bench coach. Matt Holliday resigning as the Cardinals bench coach without even coaching a game for the Cardinals. Hopefully, we know more this week and we hear the reasons why at Winter Warm-Up, and we'll have all kinds of more coverage from Winter Warm-Up coming up on this YouTube channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend, everybody.